I think the time was 37 minutes, 35 seconds. Finished another 5K run. As you can see, Fourth Ward Park. Had to switch it up in the morning. Running partner flaked. It's okay. I was wondering if I could even do this run this past week simply because the issues I've been having with my leg. Though it's not pain, but there is an issue. And I wonder if that's what's holding me back from running faster times. So I definitely want to get that checked out. And what I have to do now is upgrade my nutrition. I've been talking a lot of shit with my nutrition and not following through. So one of the things I'm going to adjust for the month of November, sans Thanksgiving of course, is water only. So I got a few Gatorades left. After that, water's only every day. I'm going to actually cook my my chicken breast and my meals from scratch versus getting a prepackaged, chicken. I mean, it tastes amazing, but I just feel like that there's extra stuff in there that makes it taste good, that prevents you from losing weight. And one of the things I was doing was eating this plain grilled chicken with a little bit of seasoning on it to lose weight. And I think I'm going to go back to that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to that. And let's see. That's pretty much it. No, yeah, I'm going to start working on my push-ups. The plan I have in my head is every day, probably 100 every day till I can do 100 straight through. So what I want to do is break it down just like I broke down. Looks like this run was broken down when I started. So I want to do at least 5 sets of 20 or 6 sets of 15 or something, but the goal is to get through 100 push-ups every day at a rate that I can do it. All I can do is start. I'm looking at programs, and I know if I keep looking at programs and ideas and plans, I won't start. So I really want to start today. So I'm going to be doing another vlog documenting my max beginning for today, 2020, and then I'm going to I want to see if I can get away with doing 100 push-ups straight through. I know it's going to take some time. It may take me 3 months, it may take me a year, but I know it's possible because this running is possible. And there was a time I didn't think this running was possible, but now it is. And like I said, I did this run in 37. I was expecting 40 minutes because I was struggling, simply because on the way back to Fourth Ward Park from Piedmont Park, there's a slight incline. And I learned that from when I was riding my bikes out here. So I did that, and I feel good. 37, that's a good time. That's sub 40. That's a good time. I wasn't expecting that. And I love it out here. It just inspires me to be out here. Just the houses, and I know they're expensive, but people who got money live in them, and I know money is everything. But I'm like, well, shoot, how do they get that? How can I turn my life around to afford comfortably living somewhere out here like this? I just love this area. I fell in love with it just because there's people, and that's another thing. Like with this business that I'm in, one thing I don't like is people, and I talked about that during the live broadcast. I was like, I came to a conclusion after, not randomly, but I was like, I don't like people, and the reason I don't like people is because I have a very strong memory. Probably have more memory of bad experiences with people than I do with good people. But I think that in order to have a successful business and brand, you need people. So now begs the question, well, how do I get more comfortable with people? How do I get more comfortable appreciating people? When you've been through a lot of people who've tried to take advantage, just usually don't have any good intentions, you're like, all right, well, and you find ways to protect yourself. But the problem is that you lose life experiences that way. So I'm going to learn how to deal with people better. I have a seminar to go to about selling beats online with Vettel Beats. I paid good money for a ticket. But my intention is that I'm going to learn something that'll help me be a better businessman with these beats. So rather than money is a waste or not, I'm spending it with the intention of bettering myself. And thankfully I could afford it, because if I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't have done it. But it's my hopes that I can build something with it, that I can learn, that I can grow with it, that I can become a better person on that front. And that's on the producer side. I still got an artist side to think about. So yeah, I'm out here. I don't care how I look now, because I look better than everybody who stayed home and didn't do anything this morning. So with that being said, I'm gonna close this out. I want to come back later on with max push-up documentation, and I'm going to add that to my routine. I got running down. Now I want to add push-ups to it because a gradual step forward is better than no step. And I want that to be a lifestyle. I want to be able to manage 100 push-ups. There's kids 20, 30 years younger than me that can't do that. There are people older than me that can. So with that being said, I'm signing off. I'm about to get out here and get something to eat.